Today I am reading from the book Spirit of Homeopathy, Section 4, Materia Medica, Chapter number 39, the situational Materia Medica and its origin and utility. My idea of situational Materia Medica started with the case of the dumb boy whom I prescribed veratrum alb, which I presented in the chapter number What is Disease. I realized that the state of which I would have given veratrum alb was a suitable reaction to the particular situation. I understood then that disease itself is a posture for the particular situation. Drugs are nothing but the artificial diseases. Each of them must be a posture suitable for the specific situation. I therefore started studying the symptomology of the remedy, especially the mental symptom, and which correlations from my practice I was able to understand from what possible situation that particular remedy state arise. This made me understand the remedies in a new way and allow me to see the place of various symptom in the remedy. It made it easier to remember and apply and also compare one remedy state with another. I was initially working at a remedy being a characteristic combination of component, but later it was made to connect this component through situational materia medica. What is important to note is that every single aspect of the patient fits into one state because the whole posture represents and survival mechanism in a specific situation. So we must understand that every symptom which exists must fit the pattern. If some symptom does not fit, the selection may be wrong. The idea of situational materia medica is to study a pattern behind the conglomeration. It compels us to perceive the whole state of the patient as a survival mechanism in a particular situation. It is a question of what situation needs such a state and then of identifying a remedy whose state originates from the similar situation. In essence, situational materia medica is nothing but the basic delusion of the remedy state. It is the viewpoint from which all the expression of the state arise with their obsessions and compulsion. The materia medica, situational materia medica has been devised to understand the remedy. It is not to try and locate or choose the remedy based on the present situation of the patient. If there is an excitable roots inside, any situation may excite it. Therefore, the actual situation of the person is not important. For example, if a person has a calcea florica root with fear of poverty, even if his health is bad, the first things he will worry about his money and not his health. Though he comes from a situation of a bad health, he is reacting as if he is in a situation of poverty. So what is important to trace is not what situation the person is in, but what situation he is reacting, how it reacting. If you find that out, the situation materia medica will be useful. In this way it is useful. The situation to which he is reacting might have occurred earlier in his life and or in his mother during the pregnancy or in his this is inherited by the parents. That all merely confirm your prescription but will not be the indication for it. The indication will always be the totality of the expression, including his dream and his delusion from which he gets the idea of his perception of that situation. For this, you have to ask in which situation should we behave like this. Of course, we have already mentioned that state will try to create a situation similar to the original situation. So we can also ask which situation he has created. For example, aurum metallicum invites responsibility and natrum muriaticum invites grief. Using situational materia medica, I have been able to compare remedies, which I will illustrate later on. The interesting part is that once I understood situational materia medica, I was able to predict most of the symptoms of the remedy given in the materia medica, and I was easily able to understand how these symptoms occur in the remedy. The person who understands the situation of materia medica is one who has thoroughly grasped the concept of the disease as a posture, as a state of being, and not as a conglomeration of the symptomology and the pathology. In the following page, I shall describe the situational materia medica of some remedies. Through the situational materia medica, I have been able to come in a contact with state of the remedy. I am often able to recall similar, though the less serious situation in my own life, and through his recollection can have a direct experience of the remedy state, almost as if I were proving the remedy. I also found that in a patient, an exposure to the situational materia medica of the remedy often act as the remedy itself. This is similar to the homeopsychotherapy. The example given in the following page are meant to read only after one is familiar with the standard materia medica for that remedy. It will be useful to precede the reading of a remedy by reading it in M.L. Agrawal's Materia Medica of the Human Mind. The one can see how varied and seemingly unconnected symptoms form a pattern. Initially, I have given the method I used to discover the situation materia medica of a remedy so that the reader may explore the whole materia medica on his own. I must state that in reality we do not know the whole situation of any remedy. We know big part of the situation of some of the remedies. The state, but surely not the whole of the remedy. Each time we discover newer and newer aspect of our remedy situations.